Hello everyone, Jet Rose here with a video for you. I have not done a video for a long time. It's been probably well over a year since I think I've done a video. My path I've been just really busy and following my heart, following my path, focusing on those messages coming in for my path and for getting me to where I am here at today in this now moment of being connected to more of my family, soul family, and more of my spirit family, and walking a very sacred path for my family, for my line, my bloodline. So, but there was a message that came in today that popped up. It was one of those memory things that pop up. And I had done a video 4 years ago, a short little video, and that would have made it November 19th, 2020 is when that video was made. It was just a short little video that I did, and but it popped up today, which is very significant. And so there's a message. And there's a reason for that message, that video popping up today. Because, well, today is November 19th, 2024. November 19th, 2020, if you remember 4 years ago what we were going through at that time in 2020, we just had, all of that stuff out there happening in the political world. And then if you remember 2020, everything else that was happening in that time. And we are here now 4 years later, November 19th, 2024. This video that I did 4 years ago pops up today on November 19th, which is a very significant day today, because today, November 19th, is when Pluto, the planet Pluto, enters the sign of Aquarius. It enters the sign of Aquarius today, and it will be in that sign. Pluto is a very slow moving planet, and so it's going to be in that sign for 11 to 32 years, but we'll go up to that the long mark, right? So and the reason why this is so significant, because we talk about the golden age, we talk about that time of Aquarius, right? So this is that time, that dawning of Aquarius, because Pluto is entering Aquarius. But Pluto is very significant for today, with this message that popped up for me 4 years ago. But I also am looking at Neptune. So, I look at astrology, I study a little bit about astrology but I don't go in depth, I don't do astrology readings for people or anything like that. I mean, I give them some insight on certain things, but, that I don't focus on that. But I also look at the planets, I look at the astrology in a sense of where messages are coming from, why messages are coming. So, with the significance of 4 years ago, the significance of Pluto going into the sign of Aquarius today, we had, I'm looking at now Neptune, because Neptune plays a very significant part in this moving of Pluto into sign of Aquarius, because Neptune was in the sign of Pisces on February 3rd, 2012. Now, Neptune plays a big part for this awakening, right? Okay, so Neptune plays a big part for this golden age, for the awakening of the ones to help get through this golden age. I have a book that talks about this. It goes a little bit more in depth about this. But when I seen this video pop up and I started looking at my book, looking at things from what as things have transpired over the years, in the last few years, this is very significant for those with Neptune. So Neptune is very significant for this new Earth, for this new golden age, for this golden age of Aquarius, for the new Earth that is coming. And the reason why Neptune is so important is because those born between 1970 and 1984. So all of those born in 1970 through the year 1984, Neptune was in the sign of Sagittarius. Okay, now we are getting very close to moving to the sign of Sagittarius, which is November 22nd. So we're only a few days away from moving into the sign of Sagittarius. So here we have Pluto that just enters today into the sign of Aquarius. A few days we're going to go into the sign of Sagittarius. Those born between the years 1970 through 1984 so the planet Neptune was in the sign of Sagittarius, because Neptune changes signs every 13 to 14 years. So the reason why this is so important, because in this book it talks about those born and those of the dawning of the new age, the new age, the golden age, right? And so it talks about this new Earth. Now, we're the awakeners, right? We're the ones that are those that are we're on the front in a sense. Some of us don't want to be on the front, right? We don't want to be out there. We don't want to be out there like bringing all of this to front. We don't want to be saying all of this stuff, right? Because some of us are kind of just want to be over here on the sidelines and just watch, right? But those that are born, that want to step up to the plate, that were born between 1970 up to 1984 with Neptune, the Neptune was in the sign of Sagittarius, those are the ones that are holding, those are the children of Neptune and Sagittarius, who would be the Aquarian, as they want to say, disciples in this book. But this is not a religious book, okay? This nothing to do with this with religious stuff. I would rather say spirituality, spiritual. It is the ones that have come to Earth to help bring in this golden age, okay? We are the ones to help awaken this. We're the ones to help bring into this Aquarian, new Earth. And new Earth is going to be the time where we will have no more wars. We will have a unity. So this is the time of the rise to bring in this change. Okay, so we are the ones to bring in this change. The ones that want to step up to the plate, the ones that want to awaken to all of this. This is the time to awaken, to help bring in this change, to help this new Earth come about. And if you see what's happening in the world, that old is crumbling, right? So here we are. It is the fire. Sagittarius is the fire sign, right? Okay, so Sagittarius is that fire. And Neptune is the one that is of the mystery, of the change. Pluto is of change, right? So Pluto is death, rebirth. So Pluto is going to be, let's see, so Pluto will remain in Aquarius until about 2043. Now, according to this book, the new Earth, the new dawning of Aquarius is going to be in 2098. But we're here in this Aquarius time now with Pluto and Aquarius. We're here to step up. We're up to this next level. We're here to move this forward motion. We're in this forward motion, but we are here to make this forward motion even more, to bring in more of this unity, to bring in more of the peace, to bring in more of a world, a new earth, where everyone can be in that time of no division. We are each our own individual person, and we are each our own individual path, but we are also here to walk in a unity together, to walk the Mother Earth. And it is that time of this awakening. It is this time of this new earth. So Pisces, Pluto had went into an Aquarius transit on March 23rd through June 11th of 2023. Then it went back into Capricorn, and then it was back in Aquarius for another short period of time from January 20th, 2024 until September 1st, 2024. And during that time of January 20th, 2024 and September 1st, 2024, we had a solar eclipse here in the United States, a partial solar eclipse, on April 8th, 2024. Or a full, well, actually there was a full eclipse. Some places we only seen a partial eclipse. But that's a very significant time because, again, Pluto, that just went into Aquarius, was in Aquarius at that time of the solar eclipse. More and more of those born in Neptune, the sign with Sagittarius and the sign of Neptune, those all born all together are the ones that are bringing up this new earth, right? So the solar eclipse was another gateway, another level up for everyone. So here we're in another level up. We're leveling up to even more of a higher step because now it is time for everyone to come and help bring it even more further into opening those doors even more. Pluto is going to remain in Aquarius until, like I said, the year 2043. Neptune is right now in the sign of Neptune is going to be moving into Aries on March 30th, 2025, and is going to remain there from about 2025, 2026 to 2040. So here Neptune is going to be going and making a change also next year, and it's going into a fire sign. So here we go. We're going to be adding this fire, and so stepping up again. So going into that fire, passion, healing. And this is where we are healing even more. That fire, that phoenix, here we're going to be rising. We're rising, right? We're coming out of the ashes. All of us. We're coming out of the ashes and we're coming forward. And we're going to bring in that more of the forefront of that peace, the love, the unity, hey, we have other perspectives to look from, right? We have higher perspectives to look from. We have the perspective of our heart. And that's where it all comes from, is the heart. Our heart is our soul. Our soul and our heart are that number one thing that we follow. We follow our heart. We follow our soul, our heart and soul. And so it is that beautiful time. So here we are on the significance of what today is about. So on November 19th, 2020, I had to do a short reading that bringing forth a message that I was called to do. The card for that day that came out was number 19. So card number 19 coming out on November 19th. 4 years ago, 2020. Today, November 19th, 2024, Pluto moving into Aquarius. What is card number 19 that was in that video? 19, Buffalo. The buffalo, very, very significant. Buffalo, very significant with a very prophetic prophetic time. Because this past year we had a white buffalo born, white buffalo. And so the buffalo is prayer and abundance. This card is from Medicine Cards by Jamie Sams and David Carlson. So 4 years ago, this is the card that came out, was Buffalo. And so here again, we are with this buffalo. And so Buffalo, the message, you bring us the gifts of life. Hear our prayers, smoke rising like phoenix. We are reborn within the sacred words. Today is that rebirth. Today we are moving into Aquarius, and the Pluto is the planet of birth and death and rebirth. Like that phoenix rising, today is that new dawn. We are rising to that occasion. We are rising to our song. We are rising to the moment that we need to go. We need to walk that path and let it all show. Shine your light and shine it, shine it. Shine it so bright that everyone can see. See that buffalo, that beautiful buffalo walking with me, walking with you, walking with all of us. Don't let your light dim. Don't let your light not shine. Shine it so bright that everyone can see, and shine it so bright that you are shining through the darkness. You are shining that light from your heart, from your soul. So, very powerful message with the buffalo, because the white buffalo calf woman is a part of this buffalo message. So, in Lakota tradition, it was the white buffalo calf woman who brought the sacred pipe to the people and taught them to pray. The bowl of the pipe was the receptacle that held tobacco, an herb with male and female medicine. The stem of the pipe represented the male entering the female and seeding life. In the coming together of male and female, the connection to the divine energy of the Great Spirit was made. As the pipe was loaded with tobacco, every family in nature was asked to enter into the pipe and share the medicine as prayer and praise to the heavens. The smoke was considered to be visual prayer and was very sacred and cleansing. All animals are sacred, but in many traditions, white buffalo is the most sacred. The appearance of white buffalo is a sign that prayers are being heard and that the sacred pipe is being honored and that the promises of prophecy are being fulfilled. And white buffalo signals a time of abundance and plenty. So we are expressing and being honored with this beautiful buffalo medicine, that it is also knowing that the abundance is present when all relations are honored as sacred and when gratitude is expressed to every living part of creation. We are in this time of being so grateful to be in this time, to be thankful and grateful to be in this moment, in this now moment, because we have chosen to be here. We have. All of us chose to be here in this now moment, to be in this great time of this change, to be in this time of knowing that it is now the time to stand up. And so, another part of the Buffalo message is because right now with everything that we have just gone through, we all know what this is because it is political stuff, but I don't like to go down that road because I don't. I'm not for one side or the other because to me that is division. And division is what is creating the divide in this world. And so I don't go on either side. The side that I'm in is my heart and my soul and the love that we can flow. The love that we can flow with our heart and soul, because this is where we need to be. We need to be walking that path, and we need to be walking it so we can be in our truth. We can be in our honesty. Truth and honesty is what we flow. Truth and honesty and respect. The respect of the buffalo. So one thing that we need to know or to remember or to ask ourselves in this time is if we receive this buffalo in these times where we're having difficulty, have you forgotten to seek help when it has been needed? If you're in need of help, seek it. Don't be discouraged not to ask for help. If your hand is closed in a fist, you cannot receive the bounty of abundance. In understanding the significance of our reverse buffalo, because everything is yin and yang, right? We have positive and negative, yin and yang. We have good and bad, but I would rather say that we need to balance. We have to have that balance. We have to have that balance in all of us. We have to have that balance in ourselves first before we can have a balance with everybody else in this world, right? You got to get that balance within you. So balancing yourself, that yin and yang, right? So remember that don't be afraid to ask for help. And also, don't be using that fist, but open your hand. Open your hand. The hand of openness. The hand receives. The hand sends out. An open hand. So also, have you forgotten your eternal partner, the Great Spirit? Are you pushing yourself too fast in the physical world and keeping yourself from seeing the importance of a reunion with the source of all life? Have you been out in Mother Nature? Have you gotten out there and hugged a tree? Have you gotten out there and watched the eagles fly? Have you gotten out there to just be? Have you forgotten to honor the ways of others and to afford them the same respect that you wish to receive for yourself? Are you feeling like your life is being used for the highest good at this time? And have you forgotten to be grateful for your life, your possessions, your talents, your abilities, your health, your family, or your friends? And is it time to make peace with one another? To make peace with some inner conflict so that you may walk in a balance again? Because you need to become that buffalo. Feel the smoke of a prayer and praise the change. Change your buffalo robe to the white so that you may be an answer to the prayers of the world. Change your buffalo robe to the white so you can be the answers to the prayers for the world. Bring those prayers in, send them up, bring it through. Send them through your heart and your soul. This is the time of stepping up. This is the time that we are here to bring in those messages. To also remember that we cannot forget everything from our past. We can look back at it. We can see where we've come. We can see how much we've healed. We're always still healing something. There's always going to be a little bit of something that we still have to heal. But how we look at it, how we perceive it, how we go about it when it comes up, makes a big difference when you look at it with your heart and your soul. When you sit back, take a moment, talk to Great Spirit, listen to your ancestors, walk in the good way. And just remember that those ones out there that it is time to make peace with one another. Because this is why there's such a division in the world. And making that peace with yourself inside. So the other one that that didn't come out. So this was the card last year, or not last year, 4 years ago, 2020. November 19th, 2020. And so that beautiful buffalo, right? And so today was that day that it is needed to bring in that change. So when I was getting out my cards, so my cards got wet with the rain, okay? So what is rain? Rain is cleansing. Rain is that cleansing. Rain is that release. Rain is the tears from Mother Earth, from Mother Nature to Mother Earth, to bring in that beautiful healing. When we cry, that tear is so healing. That tear can be tears of joy, which is really good. It can be tears of sadness. It can be tears for someone else to help them cry. Not everyone can cry. Not everyone can cry because they had to like bundle it all in for so long, and they just don't know how to cry. So when I was looking for my Buffalo card, my cards got stuck together because of them getting wet and because of rain. But what's interesting is because the first card that came out when I was looking for my Buffalo cards was 43, Spider. Beautiful Spider. And Spider has been with me for a long time. But Spider has been really coming in very, very, very strongly, especially in the last few years, the last couple years, especially last year. Spider has been really strong. 2 years ago, Spider came into my life very strong. Never realized how much I've been with Spider, but then 2 years ago, Spider came into my life, and then Spider came into my life very strongly last year, in 2023. And Spider's been with me for a while. And so we look at Spider, that weaving of the web, okay? And 43. I'm about numbers, too. So 43. So 19, today's the 19th, but 9 and 1 is 10. And that breaks to a 1. 1 is all about new beginnings. New beginnings. Rising like that phoenix. Rising and starting. We're starting this new. And 43 adds up to 7. The 7 is very sacred. The 7 grandfather teachings, the 7 is very sacred. It's a very sacred number for all of us walking that red road, walking the red path. 7 is those teachings of honesty and respect is the buffalo. The spider, weaving the web. And I was looking at this weaving of the web, and I was looking at the feather and this red coral and the antler. There's like five different things on here. There's like three on this one. So the spider is weaving webs of delight. Weave me a peaceful world, carrying creation in your web, waiting to be unfurled. That unfurling. And Spider brought the humans the first picture of the alphabet. And I won't read everything about Spider, but Spider brought the first alphabet, and she wove the dream of the world that had become manifest. Spider's dream of the physical world had come to fruition millions of years before. Spider body is made like the number 8, consisting of 2 lobe-like parts connected at the waist and 8 legs, and Spider is the symbol for the infinite possibilities of creation. Her 8 legs represent the 4 winds of change and the 4 directions on the medicine wheel. Spider weaves the web of fate for those who get caught in her web, but she also brings in into the physical world the turning of the wheel, which does not include any alternative to solutions. Sometimes there is a solution, there is alternative to solutions. It is looking at everything. The spider looks and weaves the web, and when there's one part of the web, of her spider web, that gets broken or it gets all messed up because her dinner for the day is entangled in it, she goes and she fixes that. She fixes that little part of the web to keep it whole and to keep it complete and to keep it into balance. Because that is what her whole round circle of the web is. To keep that circle flowing, to keep the circle in balance. And that is what we are here to do, to keep that circle in balance. To remember that the spider is also the weaver of the dreams. And she takes all those bad dreams and she catches them. And she doesn't let those bad dreams come through. She lets the good dreams come through. She is like the dream catcher. And the dream catcher there is a story of how the spider created the dream catcher. And in different meanings, the spider also, so I don't know, the spider also is the one that brought the tinsel to the tree for an old lady. For this woman who had no money. She was poor. She had a little tree, but she couldn't decorate it for the holidays or for the Christmas. But I don't really go down that road. But the only thing I love about that story is that the spiders decorated the tree with their webs. And when they decorated the tree with their webs to make it beautiful for the woman who was poor, she couldn't have any decorations for that tree. So the spiders decorated it to make it beautiful. And the beautiful magic came in when Saint Nick came in and saw the webs on the tree. So he turned them all into silver strands of tinsel to make it sparkle and beautiful. So he turned those webs into the beautiful tinsel of the tree to make it beautiful and sparkly. And so that's what I like about the spider web and that part of it. But just remember that the spider is what brings us together. It is the connection that we have. The connection we have for bringing up the new earth, for bringing up this time, to bringing in this golden age. So remember that white buffalo calf woman, the rainbow prophecy, the rainbow warriors, the rainbow tribe, those of the rainbow tribe, the rainbow prophecy warriors. It is white buffalo calf woman who brought in these teachings. It is white buffalo calf woman that the rainbow warriors, part of that story is part of the rainbow warrior story is white buffalo calf woman. And the rainbows that come, the rainbows that connect everyone. The rainbow is very significant because it is that beautiful rainbow that we travel, the rainbow road. In my other book that I have, Whirling Rainbow, Giver of Life, through your cleansing rains, uniting all colors, the children of earth will walk in peace again. Whirling rainbow prophecy, your warriors now arise, sisters and brothers in harmony, your light in their eyes. Whirling rainbow, touch our hearts, we will surely fly, never lonely or apart, our whirling colors in the sky. Today is the day. Today is the day for that November 19th time. The whirling rainbow is the promise of peace among all nations and all people. The rainbow race stresses equality and opposes the idea of a superior race that would control or conquer other races. The rainbow race brings peace through the understanding that all races are one. The unity of all colors, all creeds working together for the good of the whole, is the idea that is embodied in the whirling rainbow. When all pathways to wholeness are respected by all cultures, the prophecy of the whirling rainbow will be completed. This is the time that we are stepping into. We've been doing it, those that have been bringing out these messages, which I have been for a long time. It's just I decided for the last year or more that to focus on what I needed to focus on. Because now, today, was the day that we needed to bring this forth, this message. Because 4 years ago, the Buffalo card came out. 4 years later, November 19th, the time of Pluto moving into Aquarius. So these are significant times. These are significant moments. And we're living it right now. And we have choices we can make. And the choices are from our heart, from our soul. And so we are here to help. We're here to get Mother Earth back in balance. She can do it. She'll do it. I mean, Mother Earth, she's done it lots of times. But we can help and bring in that beautiful new earth, that beautiful new way. Okay? The new way. Not what we've been going through for how long. It's time for the beautiful feminine, that beautiful sacred feminine. It's time for that to come in to balance again with the masculine. We've been under the masculine too long. We're out of balance. We need to bring in our beautiful feminine, our sacred feminine. And I'm not talking just women. I'm talking about that sacred feminine, masculine and feminine that we hold within us. We all have it. It's that yin and yang. And so we balance it here, and then we balance it everywhere, in our families, in our communities, in our friends, in our relationships. And the more we balance it, the more unity we come, the more we come into unity, the more we can just see that we are just that beautiful light. It shines really bright. Take everything away, and we're a light, all of us, that beautiful shining light. So let your light shine. Shine it bright. Don't hold it back, because now's the time. Time to step up. Time to get going. Time to bring the rise of the light, the rise of that beautiful light within. Don't hold it back. Don't let it go. Shine it real bright, and shine it for all, for that love, for the peace, the unity. All right, so beautiful messages. And this is turning into a very long video. So peace and love. I love all of you. Love from my heart and soul. Keep walking this road. We're going to be coming together even really more and more, quicker and quicker, sooner and sooner. As long as we can stay on that beautiful path and remember what's in our heart. And don't let all of that that's happening in the world bring you down. Bring in that joy. Keep that joy. Don't let it bring you down. And it's good. We all can get down. We all go through that moment, but bring back up. Remember something really fun, something really loving, and it'll bring you out of that. And there's always those special ones that you hold in your heart, and they're always going to be there, and they are always there. And those special ones, they never go. They're always there for a long time. So I love all of you, and we will talk soon. Peace and love with all of you. Sending many blessings, and may these words come through in such a beautiful way and touch each and every one of you. Love all of you. Many blessings. Miigwech. Have a great day.